Come here. Look what I have for you. Here. Here, mutt.
You silly doggy.
Come here.
Good day.
Same to you.
How's your sister?
I'd like to do something about that price.
Aye, I'm listening.
I just wanted to know if she's feeling better.
It was nothing, just a slight cold. Aye,
Finally,
man would
a
perform
reasonable
for free.
sum.
Men are made of stronger stuff.
I'll drop by and visit her sometime then.
Feel free. You're no longer in mortal danger.
Well, have a nice journey.
Here,
How are
mutt.
you going?
God be with you.
I'm sorry. You silly doggy.
I've travelled the world over, and let me tell you, our home truly is the most beautiful place. Aye, if you've never stepped foot out of your hometown, you'll never truly appreciate it.
Free. Here, mutt. Search. Here you go. Take it. Here you go. Take it. Free.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Truck. Look what I have for you. Mutt! Here you go. Take it. Search.
The Lord be with you.
Some noble was resting on it. Not ashamed, but because it was pissing down. All the more reason to leave it be.
Blessings to you.
suppose. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her.
What? I'm not bored.
If you've got time to worry about everything.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
Pavlena? That's a nice name. Is she your sweetheart?
No, nothing like that. I'm just helping her mother find her. She's worried about her.
I see. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know nothing about her.
Show me your wares. Let's talk about the price.
I'm listening. You see, I knew we'd come to an agreement. And come again, sir.
Did you hear about what happened at the wedding?
Greetings. Do you need something?
Have you seen Pavlena around here? A young girl from Zhelyov. Sells baskets here sometimes.
Better you ask innkeeper Betty about things like that. I'm just the help, and I ain't seen any Pavlena.
What's the hold up, innkeeper?
I wish you a pleasant day.
So what? Somebody did him in and chopped him.
I ran into Agnes today. That girl is just glowing.
The humans won't be coming back here. Don't worry.
Good. Peace at last. Until you get into trouble again, that is.
I'll be right there.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of the herb woman from Zhelyov. Do you know her?
I do. Pavlena still comes here from time to time, selling baskets, ointments and whatnot. I ain't seen her around in a while, though. Why are you looking for her?
She hasn't been home for a long time, so Bozhena sent me to look for her. When she left, she was heading here.
If I was you, I'd go and ask at the rat house. Or Yezhek the Cooper. That old goat had his eye on her one time. Only she wouldn't have him if he was the last man alive. Can't say I blame her. That Yezhek's a drunken sot.
Do you think anyone would want to harm Pavlena?
Bozhena's not too popular here since that misfortune with Yakesh's wife, Ludmilla. But no one holds a grudge against Pavlena. She was only a young lass at the time.
What was that about a misfortune with Ludmilla?
That was way back. She was the midwife here. She'd give the women herbs and whatnot when they called for it. But then something happened when she was helping out at Yakesh's. His wife, Ludmilla, died, and a child was stillborn. A tragedy it was, and then Bozhina, she left.
Just like that?
Well, to tell the truth, we drove her out.
Oh? Why was that?
Better ask Yakesh if you want to know more. He's often by his son's grave. It's next to the farm.
What's this Jezek like? And what do you mean about him having his eye on Pavlena?
He wanted to get married, and no sensible girl around here would have a drunkard like him, so he figured Pavlena might be an easier bet. He promised her a home in the village, but the girl wasn't so dumb as to fall for it. He's hardly got 2 groschen to rub together, and his house ain't no palace neither. All she'd have out of it is a heartache, and a bunch of brats as pig ugly as their old man.
And where might I find this Jezek?
If he ain't boozing here at the tavern, he'll be on the way here or at home.
Thanks. And do you think this Jezek might have done something to her? Like abduct her because she scorned him?
Nah, he ain't got it in him. He's all mouth, but he'd never raise his hand to a woman. And even if he did, Pavlena would probably give him a hiding. Just recently, he got a black eye from this skinny fella here. He's a weakling and a wretch. He wouldn't have a chance with Pavlena.
What's the latest news, innkeeper?
Have you heard about the Divozhenka of Semain?
What Divozhenka?
You haven't seen one yet? A Divozhenka is a wild woman of the forest. An ugly, disfigured creature. You can find them deep in the woods or caves, where they make their ointments and gather magic herbs. Sometimes they hurt people, sometimes they help them. You shouldn't go there.
Why not?
The Samin lot did that. They were worried she might put young Lord Samin under a spell, especially now, because of the wedding. So they took care of her. And that's about it, I'd say.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper. Can I spend the night here?
Well, I don't know. This isn't an inn.
Just the one night's enough. All I need is to spend the night.
Sorry, sir. Unless you want to sleep on the hay.
That doesn't matter. I'd even be happy to pay for a bed of hay. Agreed. I'll pay. Here's some groschen for you.
Thanks. And I wish you a peaceful night, sir.
Where should I lie down?
You can sleep in the barn behind the cart, right next to the wood. Yes, sir.
And what can I get for you?
see him. but he's
God be
been
with
out.
you.
And you're surprised?
Keep the peace,
Just a
and we'll
simple
stay friends.
misunderstanding.
God be with you.
It's a misunderstanding.
How's the
You
watch
made
going?
a fool of yourself, more like. What am I supposed to do? You should go and see the priest. Nobody else will know.
Lord be with you. What do you need? Just a little bit. Ugh. There we go.
Eh? You're not allowed here.
I hear you're interested in Pavlena.
What's it to you?
Well, Pavlena's gone missing. Do you know anything about that?
Fuck, wait. No, I haven't seen her lately. And I got a pasting in the tavern, so I haven't been out lately. You can ask there.
Aye. I heard about that famous fight of yours.
So you see, I wouldn't wish no harm on Pavlena, even though she didn't want me. But I'm not sure you could say the same about that ginger-headed Roman of hers. That's where I'd look if I was you. His cottage is on the road to the butcher's. Well, are you going? Away with you!
No.
Can I ask what happened between you and that midwife, Bojena? I heard you banished her from the village because of some mishap with your wife.
That was no mishap. The witch killed my son and damned him to hell.
Wait a moment. Start from the beginning. What do you mean she killed and damned your son?
My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhena is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course I wasn't there, being a God-abiding man. I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa! Send for Bozhena! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away. Before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhena came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off. It was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhena's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
I'm sure Bozhena didn't want to hurt your son. She was trying to help.
Help? By killing my son and condemning him to damnation? I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhena did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damn thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So don't you tell me Bozhena was trying to help. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
I understand your pain, but it wasn't Bozhena's fault. She saved my life when I was wounded and lost in the woods. She's a good soul.
That's all well and good. But believe me, that witch will never wash clean her sins.
Who are you praying for?
For my son, Yaroslav.
How come he's buried there and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
When did your son die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
What about your other children?
One of my daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and Olina are still here. Once they get married, I'll be left all alone on the farm.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows would give the right arm for a place like this.
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, God damn it! Don't tell me it's different where you come from.
My pa was a blacksmith. He taught me his trade since I was little. He wasn't my father by blood, but he took me as his own from the day I was born.
Really? What kind of man would take in another's child?
An honourable man. Blood isn't everything. You know yourself. You'll find husbands for your daughters, and you'll be glad to have them take care of you in your old age. Like it should be. And one day your livelihood will pass on to your grandchildren. Nothing ends.
I suppose you're right.
I don't have any more questions. Thanks.
See you later. Amen.
Greetings. Good doggy. Good boy.
Again. Greetings. What do you want?
How's your shift?
No great shakes. The last little while we've had our fair share of scoundrels. I thank God for every day without a fuck-up.
What's the situation with hunting game around Troskovitz?
I don't know why you're asking, but it's strictly forbidden, of course. Only the local lords can hunt game. But if you're interested in gossip, then there's poachers running around the forests, and they're worse than wolves. But it's all them fucking nomads' fault. Since they came to the region, they brought nothing but shit. It started with stealing hens, then the odd sheep disappeared here and there, and it's up to me to solve it.
Why don't you drive those nomads away?
Because they set up camp on the estate of old Lord Samine. and he's too soft for his own good.
And the bailiff?
Bailiff Thrush has already argued with him about it a few times, but his daughter is supposed to marry young Sir Alder Sameen, so he'd rather not rock the boat. And meanwhile, there's more thefts here than ever.
What's the local Lord Sir Otto like?
How would I know? I've only seen him a couple of times. He spends most of his time in Prague at the royal court. And why are you interested in that, anyway?
I'm a stranger here, so I'm just curious.
Don't get too curious, fella.
We were recently attacked by robbers, here by the pond. Do you know anything about them?
Aye, I heard about that, but I don't believe you one bit. No one survived that massacre. Them bastards murdered a young nobleman there with his entire company.
No, that's not...
I'd advise you to leave it be. We'll catch them soon enough.
I want to ask about a few things.
And what are you interested in? See you later, my friend.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of Bozhena from Zhelyov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
I heard something about that. Why did you drive them out back then?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with birth. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of here.
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
Well, I don't think that's likely. Pavlena left all her things at home.
Still and all, you could go and ask Roman if he's seen her or not.
Do you think anyone here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskovich is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad. But until then, I've got more important things to do.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
You rude little beast. Call that dog to heel. Get out of here, mutt. No one wants to hear your barking. Flea-ridden beast.
Here you go. Take it. Look what I have for you.
God bless you. Greetings. And with you?
Come here!
You have a kind master, eh, Dougie?
Good day to you.
Would you like to play dice?
What game would you like to play?
Let's play beggars.
Let's play.
I hope Lady Luck will be on my side.
I'd like a beer.
Coming right up.
Like this. My God, I'm done.
Service is kind of slow today. Hey! Where's that beer?
Finished. Your turn. My God, what a fuck up again!
Feel free. You're no longer in mortal danger.
can I do for you?
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zherovka stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday.
You're kidding. Who was it?
Some vagabond.
God rest his soul.
And get this, Miller both say he was in the water at least a week. judging by the state of his body.
God bless you, sir.
Would you like to throw some dice?
What game would you like to play?
Let's play beggars.
Let's play.
Oh, Fortuna! May the best player win.
Have you seen Bailiff Thrush?
I have. He's been grinning like a daisy on a dung heap for days on end. He's all puffed up like a peacock.
So what? I wish him well.
So do I. I meant it in a good way. He's a decent fella.
Indeed he is. He's worked so hard to get to where he is today. Lord Samin should be glad Thrush gave Agnes's hand to his son.
And they say Agnes will get a nice dowry on top of it.
I hear Lord Samin needs all the money he can get right now.
Aye, that'll do.
Come to the wedding.
If that was all. I heard his coffers were empty.
My God! Oh, come on!
Well, I'll be going now. Farewell.
Have a nice day.
A large beer for me.
These ones here. Aye, that'll do. That's enough. Your turn. You must have a lucky horseshoe up your ass. Next time I'll be more careful around you.
God be with you.
Oh, you fool.
I'll be right with you.
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't know about Roman, but I've been at Pavlena's, and it didn't look like she was getting ready to leave.
She might have done it in secret. And she'd have reason enough. Believe me. Best to go and look in Roman's house. That should clear things up.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on. You said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined, whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
How do I get into Roman's house?
Through the door, of course. Only it's locked. I tried it. You'll have to figure something out.
Well, I can do it. But you ought to give me something. For insurance. I'm the one sticking my neck out here. Well, if I'm caught there, I'll need a few groschen to bribe the catchpoles. So I don't end up in the stocks.
True enough. Here you are. This ought to do it. After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. It's set for 2. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favourite spots.
God bless.
I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Well, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for two, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the two big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Farewell, my friend.
Mutt!
Here you go. Take it.
Come here!
This must be the place Dushko was telling me about. How the local lads bring their girls over here.
Christ, there must have been a fight here. It's covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe. Do I want to send Mutt home?
Track. Jesus. This must be Roman. Someone buried him here. Mother of God. Wow. And the body's been munched on by a pig. I should try and find out who's herding those pigs. Maybe they saw something.
Ladybird! Come back before
I found a stray pig.
That's great. I lost a sow somewhere. Where is she?
Not so fast. It's munching on a corpse back there in the forest.
Blessed Virgin! What corpse?
My guess is it's Roman, a local woodcutter.
By all that's holy! I saw him going towards the woods with his girl, and now you tell me he's dead. Oh, surely she didn't kill him. Oh, Christ! I think I'm gonna throw up.
Who are you?
My name is Hugo. I herd hogs. I take them to the woods to forage for acorns and nuts. But I ain't got nothing to do with no cops, if that's what you're asking.
Have you seen anything suspicious going on around here?
Suspicious? Like how?
I don't know. Someone carrying or dragging something? That corpse didn't walk there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd. One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry. And he was carrying a spade.
Which one of them was it?
Straw! That is Slavobor. But everyone calls him Straw. He works on Yakish's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think he could have killed Roman?
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God's truth.
You say you saw Roman with his girl. You mean Pavlena?
Aye, that's the name. Pavlena. I saw the pair of them going down towards the stream. Probably for a smooch. The two of them are pretty close. That is, they were. Oh, you think the girl might be mixed up in his death?
I hope not. I'm trying to find her too. Thanks for your help. I better go and find that farmhand.
Aye, and if he really done it, then give the murdering fucker what he deserves. Lady... Come back before a wolf eats you.
Mutt!
Where the hell did that pig go? Ladybird!
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God,
Are you the one they call Straw?
Yeah. Why?
I know everything. I know you buried Roman's body in the woods.
What? How could you? That's not true.
It's no use trying to wriggle out of it. I have a witness.
Shit. Fuck. I didn't want nothing to do with it, I swear. It's all that girl's fault.
Where is Pavlena?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Listen, if you tell me everything that happened, it'll go easier for you. I'm sure you wouldn't kill anyone out of wickedness. Tell me how it was, and I'll testify for you.
All right. All right. I believe you. Well, it all began in the tavern. We were boozing with Yakish. He don't go to the tavern much, but when he does, me and my brother go along too. Even though we're just his hired farmhands, he buys us wine.
Yeah? Go on.
When Yakish got drunk, he started remembering that day when his wife and son died. It happened during childbirth. And to this day, Yakish blames Bozhina, the herb woman, for it. She was the midwife. I don't know if it was really her fault, but anyway, the boy died and she didn't baptize him, even though she had every right to do it. The little fella died unchristened, so his soul is damned for all eternity. That's not right.
Actually, children who die unbaptized aren't damned. I heard a priest once talking about some place called Crimbo or something. It's like hell, only the colours are different. And it's, I think, underground? Or in Prague.
Can I carry on?
Right, yeah. So, you were in the tavern with Yakesh, and...
When he had 3 or 4 jugs inside him, Yakish started on about how he'd give anything to see Bozhina suffer the same pain as he did. It wasn't enough for him that they drove her out of the village that time. He wanted to pay her back even more.
I hope for your own good, this isn't going where I think it's going.
No! Listen, my brother Ota, he was always the sly one out of the two of us. He came up with this idea that we'd lie in wait for Pavlena when she came to sell her baskets.
I see. Bozhena's daughter for Yakesh's son.
No, it wasn't like that. We didn't set out to kill her, just to give her a bit of a hiding and tell her not to come back here again. Then we'd lie to Yakesh that she was dead, and he'd reward us with... well, he's got 2 girls to marry off, and Marusha's a pretty one. But he'd never let either of them marry a hired hand unless I'd done him a worthwhile service. See?
Oh, so you two just ambushed that poor girl? Where is she now? Answer!
We followed her along the path to the pond, and then we jumped her. Only then her fella turned up, Roman. As soon as he saw us, he charged us like a wounded boar. And he held my brother by the throat and pounded him like a madman. So I grabbed a rock and smashed him over the head with it. I never seen so much blood. I didn't mean to kill him, I swear.
God almighty. And what did you do with Pavlena?
She was stunned when she saw what happened. So my brother grabbed her and dragged her into the rocks while I went to bury Roman. We couldn't just let her go after she'd seen everything.
Where in the rocks?
To the south of Zhelyov. There's a kind of gorge there. An abandoned poacher's hide with a ladder leading to it. I've told you everything. What are you going to do with me?
Both of you should be tried justly for what you did. I'll take you to the bailiff and leave the rest to him.
Kurva, I really didn't want it to end like this.
I brought you Slavobor. They call him Straw, from Yakesh's farm. He and his brother attacked Pavlena and killed Roman. Then Straw buried him in the woods.
For the love of God, Straw! Is this true?
We didn't mean to kill anyone. We just wanted to give Pavlin a scare, and Roman went for us. It was self-defense.
Henry, is it true what he's saying?
A straw killed Roman, but I don't believe he did it with evil intentions. You should be lenient.
I'll take your testimony into account. You'll be locked up in the rat house, Straw, until we decide what to do with you. Thanks for bringing him in, Henry. Roman's murder can't go unpunished.
Look what I have for you.
Stop there! Don't come any closer, or I'll cut her throat. I swear to God! Don't try any tricks. Turn around and go right back where you... Don't move, you whoreson. Who the fuck are you?
My name is Henry. I'm from Skalitz.
And what the fuck do you want here, Henry of Skalitz? Who sent you?
Don't jump to conclusions. No one sent me.
Well, that's great. What the fuck am I to do now? As if I didn't have enough shit to deal with already. Kurva. I never wanted it to end like this. You gotta believe me. I just wanted to give Pavlina a scare, but then that fool Roman got mixed up in it and... I never meant to kill anyone. Shit.
Take it easy.
Don't fucking tell me to take it easy. How did you get here? My dog Bristly was guarding the entrance. What did you do to him, you bastard? And where's my brother? He should have been here long ago. Talk, or I'll slit her throat.
I know everything. I know what happened that time between Yakesh and Bozhena.
Then you know we were in the right.
I don't know what Yakesh told you, but he certainly doesn't want Pavlena harmed. She was just a little girl when it happened. You can't punish her for it.
Fuck! I know! Only we're murderers now, and that can't be undone.
Well, there's always a way out. Let Pavlena go, and we'll talk things through. Your brother's fine, but he can't come.
Why the fuck can't he? We were agreed.
He, well, the farmer needed his help with a goat.
Nice try, fucker. But we don't have a goat on the farm. We butchered it in the spring. Just like I'll do with this bitch if you keep lying to me.
Don't worry. Your dog is just fine. I gave him the slip.
You treacherous rat. You wanted to sneak up on me from behind, eh? Well, Bristly will be waiting for you.
I don't know what more I can tell you. It's time for you to make your mind up. Look, let Pavlena go, and I swear I'll let you walk away unharmed.
How do I know you're not lying?
I swear it.
That means nothing. And anyway, what would I do then? She knows everything. She'll tell on me and I'll be fucked.
Now, Pavlena can say what she likes, but it'll make no difference if I have a word with Lord von Berghoff. Then you won't have to fear the bailiff or anyone else.
What? You could do that?
Sure. You can see I belong to the gentry.
That could maybe work. All right. I'll let her go. All right. Just take it easy.
You swine!
I'm letting her go.
Die!
Look!
Die! Die! That's for Roman! You bastard!
You killed him? But he let you go.
So what? He deserved nothing better.
No, you're right. He had it coming.
Yes, for what he did to Roman. I have to get out of here. Will you take me back home?
Sorry, but I want to clear something up before we go.
What's that?
Are you all right? You're not hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just a few scratches. It's nothing.
How did you get here?
Me and Roman were going down to the stream. He went back to get something, and I went on ahead. Those two bastards jumped me by the stream. I don't know what they wanted to do to me, but Roman stepped in. Only one of them grabbed a rock and...
I know. You don't have to say any more.
When it was all over and Roman was lying on the ground, Otter tied me up and dragged me here. I tried to make a run for it, but that bastard set his dog on me.
Do you know why they wanted to hurt you?
Yakesh put them up to it. For a long time after they chased us out, I didn't dare go to Troskovitz. Ma always warned me not to. Only then, I met Roman. I should have known the people there hadn't forgotten about us. And that Yakesh still wanted revenge.
Tell me something about Roman. What was he like?
He was a woodcutter in Troskovitz. We were... together. Sorry. I can't talk about it now.
What exactly happened? How did Roman die?
He was trying to protect me. If he hadn't come along, I don't know what those beasts would have done to me. Only that big brute grabbed a rock and smashed Roman over the head with it. He fell straight to the ground. I could swear he was looking at me the whole time. Even though he was lifeless, like he was trying to tell me to run.
That's all I need to know.
So, can we please go now?
We can go. I'll go with you.
Good. I don't want to spend another moment here.
Of course.
Let's go then.
Here we are. Pavlena's fine.
Pavlena, let me look. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Ma. They
abducted her.
God almighty. Who would do such a thing?
They were hired hands from Troskovitz.
And did they do anything to you?
No, they just tied me up. But they were Yakesh's hands. They would have killed me.
Yakesh? I might have known he wouldn't leave us in peace. Hasn't he hurt us enough already? Isn't it enough that we have to live here because of him?
Ma.
I knew it would come to this. Henry, I need one last service from you.
I'd be glad to help.
Yakesh is to blame for everything. For us being driven out, for Pavlena being abducted.
And for everything else.
Everything leads back to him and his old hatred. We'll never have peace as long as he's alive.
What are you trying to say?
I want you to kill him.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. It's either him or us.
Bożena, don't you know that that path leads nowhere good? They hurt Pavlena, yes, but you mustn't do anything. Murder is a sin.
No, Henry. Enough is enough. When Yakesh accused us of killing his son, I did nothing. When they drove us out of the village, I did nothing. When we had to forage in the woods to survive and spent the winter shivering over dying embers, I did nothing. And now, when Yakesh tried to kill my daughter, you tell me I should do nothing? No, lad. This can't go on.
And what if someone then avenges Yakesh's death on you?
Let them. I've had enough. Why would I make peace with someone who only wants to hurt us?
I don't know. There's just been enough death already. When is it going to end?
It'll end with Yakesh's death. There's no other way. If you think you can convince Yakesh, go ahead and try. But I can tell you now it'll come to nothing.
I'm not getting involved in any murder as long as there's a chance of talking it over. I'll try to patch things up between you and Yakesh, even if you don't think it'll work out.
As you wish. But when you fail, you'll know what needs to be done. Otherwise, this will never end.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.